Hello, welcome back to Art of Awakening. I'm Ona Christie, and this week I'm going to share some of the guidance I've been getting around this upcoming summer solstice solar eclipse that we're expecting here in June 2020. So as you know, this has been an intense few months leading up to this solstice and eclipse, and it looks like it may be an intense, summer following. So I am just going to be sharing in this video just a few of the insights that Spirit's been giving me around what's happening right now, as well as 3 suggestions that can perhaps help you to stay centered and balanced during this time and stay aligned with your purpose. Okay, so I had meant to film this on a mountaintop, and I sort of had to change plans here because I was way off the beaten track, but a bunch of mountain bikers kind of came by and were making a lot of noise, and they were cool. They were having a lot of fun. But it sort of maybe changed direction here, and I think it's probably appropriate because I think in a lot of ways we are all kind of moving into the wild, moving off the beaten track, just collectively. And sometimes one needs to simply proceed with caution and with a little bit of a sense of humor. So here we are. And I am wanting to keep moving because it is June. I was planning to be up on the mountaintop where it's breezy and I don't have bug dope. So fortunately it's cool, so the mosquitoes aren't too bad. Anyhow, we are sort of in this period of stepping in off the beaten track into the wild. And what Spirit is telling me is that this is such a powerful junction here that we're coming up towards, that anything set into motion at this time will have momentous force behind it, okay? And that, excuse me, I gotta navigate this tangle here, that this is a time of power, they say, that is unlike any that you've yet seen in your lifetime. And what's really kind of coming forward here is that, we really need to watch our own energy, because whatever vibration we're vibrating at, that's going to kind of ripple off of us. Other people and other energies will pick up our vibrations. So the more you can really keep your vibration as high as you can, it's going to really help things along for everyone. And then the other thing that's coming up really strongly is that there's all sorts of, like, the veil is so thin right now, and if you're sensitive to energies, or sensitive or to seeing spirit beings or being aware of different energies and entities, I've been working with quite a few people over the last few weeks. And by the way, thank you if you have signed up for a session with me. I do appreciate that. But there's been like a lot of just really intense stuff coming up, entities, that kind of thing. And so I just want to let you know, if you are experiencing anything like that, then just know that it's sort of a part of this whole collective thing, right? And that what's really happening is that there's a huge amount of light coming into the planet. It is disrupting all sorts of stuff, and like the dark energies, they got their backs up, right? They are coming out of the woodwork. They're being flushed up because they don't really have anywhere to hide anymore, okay? So that's why we're seeing this influx. But it is important to really kind of be aware of that. They are coming up to be healed, to be dealt with, okay? And then on the flip side is that there's all sorts of allies coming up, okay? Spiritual allies, ancestors. I am seeing the ancestors really jumping up and down, waving their hands, saying, we want to be included. So the ancestral healing, if you are involved in that, kudos to you. There's a lot of spiritual traditions that work with the ancestors, and I think that's going to be more and more important in the coming months. So feel free to call on your ancestors, because they are really wanting to jump in and assist, and also be part of this healing process. It feels like the ancestors really are a critical part of this whole collective healing. And by the same token, nature spirits, elementals, the dragons, unicorns. I've been seeing a lot of unicorns, and these are like the positive spirits that are really helping us to transcend the 3D world and step into a higher reality. Okay, so I'm just going to get past this stuff here, and I'll share about 3 suggestions to help navigate the times ahead here. Okay, so we're back on trail here, and here are the 3 tips that Spirit's been telling me, and I just wanted to relay to you. And the first one is to allow yourself the time to go within. This is a really intense time. There is a lot of energies out there that are swirling around, crazy emotions, and it's really important that we each, as conscious beings, really do the best we can to stay aligned, to keep in our own center. Okay, so whenever you become aware of things getting really intense for you, you're allowed to step back, you're allowed to take time off, and it's super important that you do so. Don't feel any kind of guilt or shame by doing this. If you do not feel like like you have it in you to stay centered and participate in whatever you're being asked to participate in, it's okay to say, hey, I'm going to pass right now. Okay, because it's the most important thing you can do is to take care of your own energy and keep yourself centered and balanced. Okay, so tip number 2 is to allow yourself to receive. Okay, because we are actually receiving a huge amount of light right now. Light and light codes. The Spirit's telling me you are receiving an influx of light and light codes. At this time, you may not be receiving these at the conscious level yet. Okay, so don't try too hard to understand or decipher or uncode what's coming in. If you do get insights, great, but if you don't feel like you have to be like knowing why is this, or what's happening, or okay, just relax, breathe, allow yourself to receive, because we're receiving a lot of light, and a lot of these will be revealed. What the meanings are. It may come in the form of gifts being revealed that you have, kind of unlocking some of your divine gifts over the next few months. So if it feels kind of crazy, sometimes that's just a lot of light coming in, and just allow yourself to relax, breathe, receive. All right, getting in receptive mode, and one way to do that is to really call on your divine feminine allies. Can help you with that. 2 I've been working with lately have been Lady Grace and Lady Faith. Okay, and number 3 is to really set your intentions, because like I said earlier, things that are set in motion right now are really going to be powerfully driven, and that goes for both negative intentions that may be unconscious, right, and positive ones. So it's really it is going to really pay off to really start visualizing a beautiful future, okay, with your intentions for the future. And this is beyond, I mean, yes, for yourself too, but also for the collective. Think in terms of what is a beautiful future, what does a beautiful world look like? For me, I've been holding this beautiful healed earth, this beautiful like blue-green earth right here, healed, vibrant, alive, with all the creatures on it vibrant and alive. For you, it might be racial harmony. It might be all children being cared for and loved and nurtured, right? Whatever it is for you that really lights you up, and it's like, that is the world that I want to see. Hold that there. Hold that right in your third eye, okay? And just devote yourself, right? Devote yourself. I am, I'm here not just for myself, and not just for my immediate family or my community. I'm here for all of humanity, and this is the world I want to see. And holding that in your consciousness is going to be very, very powerful, right? And the more of us that continue to do that for each of these things, it's going to lend a lot of momentum into the change coming forward, okay? And the more of us start to really visualize a positive conclusion and results from everything that we're going through, the easier it's going to be. Okay, so just a few encouragements. I know it's a really intense time, but this is really it's going to lead to something beautiful, right? Down the road, we don't know when exactly, but it is unfolding. It's an exciting time to be alive. I'm so glad that you and I are here to witness it. And just take care and have a lovely, lovely week, a lovely season, and we'll catch you again soon.